Hi, it's Rob Shotton here from LooseHeadz. I'm with James Lang and I'm in very cold Edinburgh. And it is Mental Fitness Month with United Rugby Championship, URC. And yeah, I'd come into Edinburgh to speak to James a little bit about LooseHeadz and his own journey, his own story around mental health, and just some general top tips from a professional rugby player as well. So I'd love to start, James, by just asking you, we always do this with everyone that we talk to. How are you today out of 10?
Today I'm good. I'd say I'm probably an 8 out of 10, so
Nice.
which is great.
Nice.
Obviously that can fluctuate, you know. It's some days a little bit lower, but yeah, today's a good day.
And the first thing I guess I want to sort of ask you, obviously rugby's been a part of your life for quite a while. What does rugby as a sport mean to you?
It means a lot to me. As I said, it's been part of my life, pretty much my whole adult life anyway. And yeah, it means a lot. I love coming in. I love the lifestyle it's given me. I love coming in every day. Obviously, some days are different. You know, it's hard to get up in the dark and push through, but I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I think the main thing is the relationships it's given me as well with all my closest mates. People that I've met through rugby, either here at Edinburgh or Harlequins, where I was at previously. So yeah, I love that, and the sense of community you touched on before is huge. I feel like, you know, it's not many places you can work where you can come in and, you know, just be yourself. And for me, I'm like, someday I'm a bit of an idiot, a bit of a joker, a bit weird, but
aren't we all?
yeah, exactly. And I don't think there's many places that I definitely wouldn't be able to do that in normal, like act. Some ways how I act, like, it's a bit silly and stuff, and it's great. It gives people, you know, they can be themselves, which is awesome. Yeah.
So you mentioned three things: community, mates, and I guess support networks. What has rugby given you in terms of looking after your own mental health?
It's again with the relationships with other lads and stuff, and being comfortable, you know, opening up about that. I think that's probably the main thing for me anyway. I can easily bottle things up, and I have done in the past, and it's very easy to not speak out about how you're feeling, and you know, everyone has issues and everyone's going through some things, and I think for me I've found, especially the last few years, opening up to my closest mates and knowing that they're there for me, that's been the biggest thing for my mental health. And it's not easy. It is hard sometimes, you know. For me, anyway. Like, sometimes I have thoughts of maybe a bit of a burden, like if I'm just always kind of bringing the mood down or such and that. But that's not the case at all. And I know all my mates and that, especially all the lads here as well, very open to conversations about that. It's helped a lot with my confidence as well. I'm pretty. Naturally not very confident person, and I think through rugby and through sport in general, I know it's helped me with my confidence in day-to-day life as well, which has been massive for me.
I was going to say, you touched on there how it's become more of an accepted thing. Two things, we'll start with the first one there, but do you think it's an age thing? Do you reckon as you've grown up a little bit, and you've sort of, well, you're originally from London, aren't you? Or Surrey, and you've come up here. Do you reckon that's something to do with it? Just tell me a little bit about the culture here as well. You touched on it there.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely, for me, is an age thing. I'm pushing 30 this year, so you know, not no spring chicken. I know I don't look it, but yeah, it's definitely a growth thing. I think it was very easy for me to, personally for me, 5 years ago, I just immersed myself in rugby, in everything. I didn't really take notice of my mental health, and I think you know, moving up here and growing a little bit as a person and growing a bit of perspective as well on things, and realising that rugby isn't the be-all end-all. That does help as well, and it helped me, you know, just take a bit of weight off mentally. And yeah, I think that's been really important for me.
What would be your advice then to a 23-year-old, 22, 23-year-old James Lang? Similar, you know, if you're looking at those players who are just breaking into teams around the world now, what would be your advice be to them then now?
I think it's easy to say, but have a bit of perspective. I know rugby for 23-year-old, for me, it was everything, and you have to have that drive, and you have to really go for it, because it is a tough sport to break into and excel at. But surround yourself with things and people and good people that aren't necessarily in the bubble. I think that could been quite refreshing to speak to people that aren't necessarily in this bubble as well. I think that's definitely very important.
If you had a friend now that was going through a tough time and you didn't necessarily know they were going through a tough time, what would be your message to them? Imagine they're listening to this video right now. What would be your message to them?
I think first of all, you're not alone, because I've been in dark places previously, and you know, and those are the thoughts that like thinking, why am I feeling like this? Why isn't anyone else feeling? But so many people are going through different struggles, and you aren't alone. And it's important to reach out, and it's important to, as a friend, to make your friends or colleagues, not just friends, colleagues, feel comfortable to approach you. And I'll always be around for a coffee or anything, just a walk or a chat. I think that's important. I think here we have a really strong group of players and coaches, and we're all very close. So I know if I start having, you know, sad, dark thoughts again, and I know there's a lot of people that I can go to to speak to, and you know, just offload that, because that's the most important thing.
Thank you for taking 10-15 minutes out of your day. I know it's your lunch break as well, so I appreciate it.
Ridiculous, but really good. Cheers. Thanks, man.